try and make this as brief as possible, because it's just like a topic that I've been like pondering about, I guess. But it's like this. So basically, this is gonna be me yapping. So if you don't want to hear me yap for like God knows how long until my fucking phone storage runs out, still like the video and leave if you don't want to watch. But I wanted to talk about like the state of YouTube from the perspective of like a viewer and like someone who uses YouTube that isn't like in the industry, like kind of just like from my perspective, because it's kind of weird. It's surreal, because I feel like with like shorts, things have gotten really funky. Like all of my long form content is stuff that I would generally see me getting and be liking, right? I watch a lot of commentary and like long form video essays, so yeah, obviously I'm gonna be given that stuff and I'm gonna be like, yum, I love this. But as soon as I go to shorts, I feel like none of it is curated for me, if that makes sense. Like, yeah, I really like memes when they're funny. Shorts is not funny to me. It's just Tumblr post readings, which is great. I enjoy Tumblr. Sue me, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if that's controversial anymore with where Twitter is. But like I go to shorts and it's stuff I wouldn't be interested in. It's not stuff that I find funny, or it's like stuff that is just, I'm like kind of like, what the fuck, why is this on my shorts page? I don't identify with this. This is not me. I don't care. Leave me alone. Like, I feel like an example of that, in a less mean way, because I get like these are all fucking kids, but like the Therian stuff, I don't know if you get that on your shorts page or if it's just mine, but like there's like these kids wearing like animal masks and they're like, I'm Therian and I am an animal from a, like, my past life is an animal and I sometimes shift to that past life. I don't care. If that's you, cool. Do you. I do not care. I was a little confused at first though, I will say, because at first I thought it was like the fairy roleplay stuff that was going on like a couple years ago or whatever, where it's like there's like fairy hunters and whatever, and they have to like make fairy potions to not get caught by fairy hunters. I don't know, it was like a big thing on TikTok. I remember that because I watched a Curtis Connor video about it like a long time ago, so go check that out. I think it's Curtis Connor, it might not be, but it's innocent kids playing. I thought it was like that, but like for kids that really liked warrior cats, so that's what I thought it was, until I kept getting the videos and I was like, oh no, this isn't like role play, they're actually like serious. So I'm not a believer of that kind of thing. Like, I don't personally believe that you can shift to your past life. I believe you can be in connection with your past life, but I don't think you can shift to your past life. That's just my personal belief. No hate to if you're Therian or whatever. I do not care. Whatever makes you happy, whatever floats your boat. I'm pagan, okay? Like, no room to speak, almost. But it's really interesting because, like, I remember, like, all that Elsa Gate shit going down, right? And now I feel like that's kind of coming back, but with, like, more internet cartoon stuff, I guess, and, like, Minecraft YouTubers, which is, like, super weird, and just, like, seeing content farms everywhere when, like, I guarantee you, I am not watching that shit. It like gets suggested to me because I do like things like Digital Circus, and I still watch like fucking Jay Schlatt play his silly little block game time to time whenever he fucking posts it. Or like adult Minecraft YouTubers. Like, it's not as prominent anymore because, like, I don't know. I like commentary more than I like watching people play video games. But like that's just like a weird thing to see. Because it's like, why is YouTube allowing it, especially with like the kind of thumbnails that they have? And it's like on YouTube Kids too, because whenever I watch my brother, we watch fucking YouTube Kids, and some of the thumbnails are disturbing. Some of the content that he watches I find like weird, something that like someone his age shouldn't be watching, and I can't really do anything about it because like my parents don't, they're not gonna like enforce him to not watch YouTube. It's become like, because it's like, I feel like a lot with like younger kids, like being born today, they get YouTube a lot earlier because there are some good videos on YouTube. It's just when they finally get the chance to select what they want and they start having an opinion on things, I feel like it gets a lot harder to regulate what they watch, because you can't like watch what your kid is watching 24/7, you know, and it's sometimes hard to regulate that, and I like kind of understand, but I don't know, I don't like it. I don't like him watching that stuff because it makes me feel bad for him, but whatever. But like, I don't know. I don't know why shorts is so weird, at least for me. Like, I feel like I get content that is not for my age range or should be directed at me. Like, I get a lot of planning for having children and shit, like trad wife shit, or like parent humor, and I'm like, I'm 17 years old and I hate kids. Why are you giving this to me? Or it like gives me like pregnancy things, and that makes me really uncomfortable. Like pregnancy shit, like it makes me feel icky just saying the word. I do not like it. Whenever I see something like that show up on my page when I'm scrolling through shorts, I immediately am like, do not recommend this. Do not recommend. And I feel like the button doesn't work. Or I'll be like, hide this user from me, and I'll still get content from that creator when I'm actively trying to avoid said creator. I feel like it's a lot of millennial humor as well that gets directed towards me, and I'm like, that's not really my age demographic. Like, kudos to you if that kind of humor is funny for you. It's not really for me. I don't really resonate with it, I guess. Like, there's some funny stuff, but it's not, it's thin and hard to seek out. It's just weird. It's weird. Yeah, that's kind of my words on that. I think now I'm just gonna yap whatever comes to my head, because it's 4th of July and I got nothing else better to do. Did someone tell me why I am craving KFC like a motherfucker? KFC and Turkish food, which is like such a heinous combination to think about, like to be craving constantly, but it's happening and I don't know how to solve it. I just don't. Because my favorite restaurant is like a Turkish place, and it's like super far away from me, so I'm like, oh, I can't. And then my mom hates KFC, so my ass ain't eating at fucking KFC. And, like, I really shouldn't be eating at KFC anyways, because it, like, makes my stomach hurt so bad. Like, I get, like, so ill when I eat it. Like, to the point where I'm, like, hurt in the fucking car on the way home. Oh my god. No, it's awful. Like, it's actually bad. Ooh, excuse me. I had lamb today, and now my lamb is sitting in my stomach, and it's like, hiccup. I'm gonna give you hiccups, and I'm like, no, don't do that. Bruh. Yeah. I guess I can give, like, interest updates. Yeah, also, if you want constant streamline of what my interests are, check community posts. It's all there. It is all there. And also, I have a playlist where it's, like, highly recommended. Highly recommend those videos. It's kind of like what I watch on a day-to-day basis, kind of like the content that I consume or like listen to as I like cook and clean and shit, or like listen to while I do homework shit. So those are two great places if you want to like keep up with like my interests and what I'm doing in my life and all that fun update stuff, because I like sharing about my life because I'm a whore, I guess. But like some big interests for me right now are like vampires, especially the vampire from Baldur's Gate 3, Asterion. I have been like obsessed with him, which is really funny because I remember when Baldur's Gate 3 came out, I didn't really care because I didn't know what it was, so I was just like and kind of just off to the wind. And then I forget how I came about learning about Asterion, but I think it was like his, you know what, because his voice actor is my favorite voice actor, and I was like, oh, he voices a character in this game? Let me check, let me see the voice lines. And then I was like, he's a vampire? He has red eyes? The hair? His fucking hair. The voice, the tragic backstory. That man has it all. I love that man. I love him. Not Ascended Asterion. No. He makes me cry. Because I don't want him to be a male manipulator. But, Asterion. So I got into that. There's like HJ1, or just one. It's an object show that my friend got me into, where I fucking simp for a fucking water bottle, which is crazy. I don't like it. I've noticed a pattern of me really liking characters but not getting into the game. Like, don't get me wrong, I will not touch Genshin Impact with like a 10-foot pole, but my friend plays in Genshin Impact and they have a new character and it's like a shark, and that's my favorite fucking animal, and she's so pretty and cool, and she has like these cool ass weapon, and I'm like, this is, oh, whoa, and it like tickles my ADHD brain, and I'm like, whoa. So I love that for me, highly. What else am I into? I've been playing a lot of Minecraft, I guess. Oh, Delicious in Dungeon, or Dungeon Meshi. Go fucking watch it. They just got confirmed for a season 2. So fucking fun and cool and funny and amazing, and it makes me so hungry every time I watch it. Go watch it. Me and my friend have been watching Death Note together vaguely, and by I mean that she watches it next to me and I go, haha, that's funny. I like that. Whoa, I actually really like it. It's fun. I will say though, like as a professional like fictional character simper, why does everyone simp for L? Cause like I'm pretty basic in my simping territory, I will say. So I was like, oh, I guess this is another character I'm gonna simp for since I'm watching this show. That man is a fucking cockroach. I'm sorry. The way he fucking moves is like a cockroach. Ew. Raise your standards, ladies and gentlemen. No. That isn't it. Now, Light, on the other hand. Okay, but seriously, with Light, if I had a nickel for every time there was a anime villain named Kira, I'd have 2 nickels. That isn't a lot, but it's odd that it's happened twice. And my friend explained to me why it's probably like more common than I think it is because it's like killer, but it's like the Japanese pronunciation of killer or something. Like the English, blah, 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 blah. Ignore what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah. I've been really getting into my fashion groove again. Like, I've been feeling a lot more confident in my outfits. So that's cool. Body stuff is, I'm starting to feel a lot more comfortable with myself. Cause like, I have really big thighs, and for a long time, that's just like made me feel like I'm fat in a way, or like I'm ugly in some sense. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, I, for a very long time, was like, oh, I cannot pull. I will never pull. I look hideous. Girl had issues. Bitch. What was wrong with me? What was wrong with me? Because, you know what? I look fucking cute. I look cute as shit. And I don't know if you've seen my little community post, but I photo dump all the time, and I get cute little outfits together, and I look fucking amazing. I think what it was is I was like dressing in a way where 1, I didn't feel confident, 2, it was like the normal way to dress, and 3, it just wasn't complimenting my body shape very well, and it was like really tight, and that made me feel worse about my body. And like now that I've moved on to like more baggier clothes and stuff that complements my figure more, I think I've been feeling a lot better. So yippee! Still want my boobs gone though. Yeah, I'm doing great. Yeah. My hyperfixation since childhood on sharks has like kicked on into full gear, like crazy. So that's been fun. Like, I actually really love that I've been getting into like stuff that I kind of like suppressed in myself, because I was like, oh no, that's too uncool, that's too cringe, no one's gonna like me if I say that I like this. So I'm kind of like going through like my acceptance of cringe era. So like everything that I liked as a child, I'm like, you know what, I was fucking right for that. That was fucking cool. Like Monster High, I fucking love Monster High, and fuck you if you say that it's childish of me. Yeah. And you know what? I've been watching all the fucking kids shows that I liked as a kid, and you know what? It gives me so much nostalgia and happiness and joy, and that's all that matters. I don't care how many times I fucking watched Octonauts, I will watch it again. And you can't tell me no. That silly little cat, I fucking love that silly little cat and his silly little voice and his silly little jumps, and he's like, to the puppy, And like shit, I love him. He's my spirit animal and I love him. Okay, like that is my child. That is, I fucking love that cat. Quasi, I fucking love Quasi. Peak voice acting, by the way. Peak. And you cannot take that away from me. Oh, I've been obsessing with David Bowie over David Bowie. Like, it's like an actual obsession. I know too much about David Bowie. Like, it is a fucking issue. I know way too much about David Bowie. I meant like, I don't know who I meant. I forget who I was talking with, but they were like, oh, do you know what David Bowie's real name was? And I was like, David Jones. Like, immediately. Why do I know that? Why do I know that, like, immediately? I could list so many fucking David Bowie facts. Did you know he used to have sex with Mick Jagger? He's not actually, his eye colors are not actually, like, two different eye colors. They're the same eye color, it's just one super dilated, because when he was in school, he got into a fight and someone punched him so hard in the eye that it fucked up the nerves. And it just looks like a different color. I'm an insane person. Like, actually, I'm such an insane person. What the fuck? Okay, I'm gonna end it here because this is going on for way too long and I'm kind of... God, I look sexy as fuck. Fuck y'all. Okay. Bye. Subscribe if you aren't, and leave like and possibly comment, please. I'm desperate. Okay, bye-bye.